All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Build. My name's Cody Groom. Today we got a collection of cars that I don't think I've ever seen in one place. We're here at Hive, and it's unreal, it really is. Give me a quick run through of all the cars here.
2012 Black Edition R35 with a full bend Supra body kit on it. 2021 R35 GTR with about 1,000 horsepower to the crank. A full TRD 1993 Toyota Supra. A GT4 inspired race build on the M4. Our beautiful 2012 Lexus LFA. GT3 RS 2016. Throttles old 1991 NSX. Very special R33 GTR. And then Kenji's old Civic EF 1990.
Insane.
My name's Cody Groom. I spend my time showing you guys amazing cars and the stories behind them.
Damn!
It's about the people, places, and of course, cars. Welcome to The Build.
So talk to me a little bit though about your backstory. Like, how did you get into this? How did you get into cars? How did that happen?
It all started when I was 9. I was passing by Camp Pendleton, and all of a sudden a blue R32 flew past me, and it drops a ball of flame and disappears. And it just hooked me, and I looked at it and fell in love with Skylines from that point.
Was it the fact that it shot flames? Was it just the look? What was it?
The body lines of it, the sound of it. I mean, every single thing about that car just grabbed me and said, this is your new obsession, take it and go.
All right, so first up, what do we have here?
So we have our 1990 Civic EF. So this was a good buddy of ours, Kenji. Kenji is the president of Greater USA. He's become family through the whole process of the Hive coming out. This is deemed the cleanest EF ever built. And with that comes down to attention to detail. So I mean, everything is a full JDM spec bumper, hood, rear bumper, side skirts, even down to the door panel and interior is full JDM spec. There's a Hot Wheels inside that they've made specifically for this car. So it's super cool, the history behind it.
But I mean, to see this here with like this lineup of cars, and then but you can literally tell just quality in all the little pieces, and obviously when you pop the hood, there's another element here.
It's a whole nother element once that hood opens up right there.
Can we pop it real quick?
Yeah,
Check it
let's
out.
do that. Full D-Sport built, ported, and board block. Full internals redone. So the block is actually rated for 1,200 horsepower, but we're running 400 off of Grady turbo. And the best part is it looks NA, and there's just a little turbo sitting right there.
Like the little turbo.
Just hiding from you, so you can't see it. But
well, I always loved the CRXs growing up. I always wanted one of those. Never owned one or never bought one, but I always thought they were cool. I can imagine now owning one, even with just the right set of wheels.
Oh, it's perfect, perfect fit.
Right drop, it would look good.
That'd be amazing right there.
Oh my God.
The moment it landed in the US, we have not touched anything. So if you pull away all the history on this car, it's a 1996 Nissan R33 with 5,000 US miles on it. So this car is basically just past its break-in miles from 96. Now you add the history to it. This right here was built and owned by Smokey Nagata.
We tried to stop him, but off he went. 900 horsepower on tap with 2 bar of boost. He keeps spinning tires all the way to 5th gear.
Where is the videotape?
I speak English.
Right.
That man in the 90s was ripping 200-mile-an-hour bombs in the UK. So that guy, on top of his brand, on top of his builds, he is a Japanese car building legend. So to have this here with the mileage it has and the history it has, with the kit it has, is mind-blowing. And the fact that this was actually the car that started the collection. So this one right here is what I would like to say is a perfect example of a Skyline lost in time. Interior is flawless, engine bay is flawless. I mean, this one right here is what you could use to teach other people about these kind of cars.
All right, so we got an NSX here. This one in particular was built by the guys at Throttle, right?
Yep, and there's a whole YouTube series on this one. It's a 91 NSX, clean. I think it has about 70,000 US miles on it. They've kept it pretty stock other than a few radiators, intercoolers, little things have been changed. Yeah. It's a Honda, not an Acura, so I'm excited for that right there.
I mean, you can never not appreciate GT3 RS.
Yeah, so this is one of the odd ones out in the group. It's a German. Growing up, my dad's always been a Porsche guy. I've always seen Porsches come in and out of the house. So I figured it's time to add a Porsche. Amazing car to drive, track day, monster. You could go get groceries with it. You could go rip it down Willow Springs, whatever you need. As long as this car has oil, it'll run.
It's cool with the yellow accents too.
Yep, carbon ceramics, full carbon buckets inside, Alcantara on literally everything.
I know you're gonna list it out and you're like, wait, it's on everything. All right, so a little change of pace here, right? Yep. Compared to the other ones. I mean, I understand like you can definitely track the GT3 RS, but for sure.
Yeah, this was built to live on the track. Started life as a normal M4 and ended up getting a full GT4 race inspired build, but it was done properly. It's a full forge built motor, Vorsteiner carbon everywhere, half cage seats, transmission cooler, and it's just ready to go.
What is it making as far as power?
It should be about 650 to the wheels.
What's your take on this in the F80 compared to a lot of the Japanese cars that you drive or know?
If you really want to come down to the technicals, driving wise, this is an easier car to drive. It's newer, has a little bit more amenities to it. Say like the Skyline is more of a car you want to experience. Yeah. So they have everything in their own little ways, but if you're talking about a true driving, put your foot down, I think I'm gonna come to this more than the Skyline right over there.
I can understand that, I can feel it, yeah.
This one is for sure very special to us. It's a full TRD wide body from the factory. So there was 35 of these that came out in the early 90s.
So this Supra actually has a TRD body kit straight from the factory. So this includes the front and back bumper, the side skirts, the hood, the fenders front and back, and the wing.
The driver's seat is a very rare Recaro in it. We have some very special plans for this car. It's supposed to be sitting in the Toyota SEMA booth coming up, so I'm excited for that.
You said something about this Recaro seat. What was the deal with that?
This is an old school John Recaro seat he made for the Japanese market.
I think anyone can look at this Recaro seat and be like, okay, it's a Recaro. Yeah, you know, like, but having those little elements of like getting in a car and knowing where it's been or knowing all the history behind it is just, I think it's a huge part of why like people want, you know, like an R33 and R32 or even R34, you know, that lineage. We got a set of GTRs here, along with the other one, but this is the last year, right?
So this is a 2021 GTR, putting about 885 to the wheel, so a little bit over 1,000 to the crank. We were fortunate enough to have Hiroshi Tamura, the creator and the godfather of the Zs and the GTRs, sign this car in the dash and the engine bay. So that was a life-changing goal right there for sure.
Walk me through this one because I didn't look at this one when it was outside, And that body kit is crazy.
It's a Ben Supra body kit. Ben Supra was a body kit builder in Japan, and he was very picky on what his body kits went on. You've seen this body kit in the Fast and the Furious. There's the blue one, and unfortunately, rest in peace, he died earlier this year. So this just got a lot harder to come by. And this has been amazing to see the difference between this one and this one, because on top of the fact that the years are different, so you can see the technology change, this is the track version of this one. This is the premium, so you get your sound system, cool interior, all the fun little stuff. This is column mounted paddles. You get very crappy sound system in it, but I mean,
minimal.
It's minimal, and it's sick because you see the difference between the two. Literally, you could drive this down the street and jump in this, and it's way different.
All right, so we got one more car here of this whole collection, and this one's definitely a beauty right here.
Oh yeah, this is for sure a details car. I mean, every single body panel in this car is carbon fiber. But if you take that away, it's a 2012 Lexus LFA with 6,400 miles. It's a 4.8 liter naturally aspirated V10. When you take a manufacturer with the pride into their product like Yamaha and you give them a motor to fine tune, this is the sound you get.
So I think the main thing people want to hear.
Oh
is
yeah,
this thing.
let's get it up. Let's get it started.
All right, sweet.
Let's do it.
Are you ready with the headphones?
Oh, I'm about to die.
All right. Oh my God. Dude, that is insane. Can we get one more time?
Oh yeah.
All right, wow. Yeah. Damn. Dude. What was that? What were you revving to right there?
7,000.
That was 7?
7.
Jesus, dude.
7 out of 9. Yeah, that thing is.
How are your ears?
Dude, actually, it protected me a little bit.
There you go, yeah.
That's just straight up rev.
Insane.
Road noise is second to none when you actually start punching it, when it's worth every penny. I won't go anything less than $950 for the car. The last couple months, they've jumped from 7 to the most recent selling for $850. So they're continuing to skyrocket. I'm hoping this breaks $1 million soon and we use it as leverage for like a Koenigsegg or something gnarly.
Does the driving experience of this car hold up to just the sound?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
It's without a doubt. It's a sophisticated car in how it drives, and then you finally hit the exhaust note, it is game over. So it's a single clutch transmission, but you could adjust how fast you want your shifts. There's 9 different modes you could choose from. If you take into effect what it is, I mean, justifying price is completely up to you guys. I mean, I can never tell you how to spend your money, but this has been worth every cent, without a doubt.
With an incredible collection of cars like this, there's no doubt we'll be back at the Hive soon.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this build episode. I just wanna give a huge thanks to the Hive right now. They just spent the time to show us all these cars. Do me a favor and follow them on Instagram. But that's gonna do it for this one. You got any last words?
See you guys soon.
Later.